quicker than I did. My mom was angry, but she was just as relieved that I was safe, so she agreed that we could stay for 1 week before we headed back to Limon. That was on a Friday. The following Wednesday was June 6, 1990. That date might not matter to most people, but it was very important to us because of this. Limon marks 20 years since the devastating tornado. A tornado ripped through the town, destroying almost half of it, including the apartment we were living in at the time. If we hadn't been in South Carolina, I would have been home when it came through and likely would not be alive right now. Oddly enough, this would not be the last time something like that happened to me. In 2010, I made the split-second decision to move back to South Carolina again, leaving behind my apartment in Joplin, Missouri. I had already been planning to move, but my plan had been to go to Florida to be near my parents. At the last minute, my mom told me not to come because the Space Center had just laid off 10,000 NASA employees, and that was a job market I did not want to try to compete in during those hard times. I could have stayed in Joplin, but I had already sold off most of my furniture, so I just decided, screw it, I'll go back to South Carolina. A year later, Joplin was hit by an F5 tornado that destroyed almost 25% of the town, including the apartment I had been living in when I was there. Combined with the fact that an entire street I lived on in South Carolina was destroyed by a tornado a couple years after I moved away, and the fact that I left South Carolina months before Hurricane Hugo hit and again just before Hurricane Andrew hit, my friends joke that if I ever move away, they are all coming with me.